Okay, as we enter a whole new day in trade, let's take a look at the market and try and understand where we might be headed today in terms of the global handover, how the US markets performed overnight, and of course how Asia is performing right now. So the US yesterday, the Dow at one point was up over 300 points. It cooled off by the end of the day and settled at a 186-point gain. But let's say we're at 29,823, so just 170 points shy of that record-breaking 30,000 move which we saw a couple days ago. Yesterday, Apple popped 3.1%, and that really led the charge for the Dow. Sentiment got a huge lift for the US market. The second, a $908 billion stimulus plan was unveiled by the government. So we've been looking out for this. When is the next round of stimulus coming? It seems that it's now upon us. The S&P rose to a record high, 1.1% higher at 3,662. The Nasdaq went to a record high as well, 1.3% higher to 12,355. So all the benchmark indices in the US are clocking fresh lifetime highs. Stimulus is now here. So all the liquidity concerns which might have been raised over the last few months, as we saw no stimulus coming in while the presidential race was on, are now getting alleviated. Asia is liking the news, responding very positively. The Kospi in Korea is up 1.5%. The Nikkei is up. The Topix is up 0.5%. And the S&P ASX 200 in Australia is pretty much flat. European stocks yesterday were also cheering the news. They closed up nearly a whole percent higher. The Stoxx 600 was up 0.8%. Basic resources added 3.6% to lead the gains. All sectors and major bourses, however, yesterday advanced into positive territory. Surprisingly, healthcare stocks edged 0.2% lower. That's the only area of the market which was bucking the upward trend. Now, commodities, mixed feelings over here. Oil prices fell 1% on Tuesday. Brent crude lost 0.6%, so closed at $47.42 per barrel, but that's still very healthy levels. We had WTI then sliding 1.74% to $44.55 per barrel. So oil outlook still obviously hinging on that OPEC decision, plus, a little retracement seen yesterday. Gold prices were on a tremendous fall. They've corrected from 2,000 levels to 1,773 yesterday. What we saw in the live session for the US last night is that there was a sharp surge. Finally recovering, gold jumped more than 2% on Tuesday, rebounding from a 5-month low. Silver, also a metal that's been absent for a while, jumped 6% yesterday. And this is obviously on the back of the dollar sliding, right? So the dollar slid. Obviously, we're going to have stimulus now, so the dollar might slide. And then silver reacted very positively to that. Spot gold, like I said, up 2.1% at $1,815 per ounce, so recovering to $1,815, which is a good move. And then gold futures also up towards $1,819 per ounce. So that was the global wrap for this session.